Today we actually already looked at today in lecture, because I gave you a lot of images of them, is the artery and vein, right? And to kind of look at here. And you guys have some pretty good slides in your box on these. A lot of these are newer slides there. So the first one we're running into here, do you think this, what is this, an artery or a vein? That's an artery we're seeing there, right? Kind of hanging out here. Other little fun aspects of this, sometimes you'll see little nerve bundles and stuff hanging off the side. They should look kind of familiar to you there. But here we're seeing an artery, right? So obviously being able to identify which one's the artery, which one's the vein is probably the first thing you want to do. Here's your lumen, has some stuff in it, probably some white blood cells or red blood cells hanging out through there. And then you want to identify the layers, right? So the very inner layer, this really thin layer hanging out within here, looks a little rippled on a lot of your arteries. What's that? What tunic is that going to be? Your tunica internum, right? Or tunica intima hanging out within there. And it's really thin, right? Because then we go off and see this big, thick, smooth muscle layer. You might see a little bit of elastic fibers and stuff in there too, kind of depending what artery you're looking at on your particular slide. And this whole layer is going to be the what? The tunica media, right? Kind of dominated by the smooth muscle there. And then out here, that's going to be the tunica externa, right? Or the tunica adventitia hanging out there, which usually has a bunch of fat and stuff kind of hanging off of it and that kind of thing down here. So you'll see as we kind of look down here, we see a vein kind of close by, right? You have the vein hanging out here. Looks smaller, a little bit flatter, right? It's a little more kind of distorted kind of width-wise there. And you'll see that the tunica interna, again, really thin, right? Kind of lining the lumen there. But then you notice the tunica media, not very big either, right? It's kind of pretty narrow there. That's all that little bit of smooth muscle hanging out. This one has a bunch of blood still hanging out in it, right? That's what all this is here. And then the tunica externa kind of coming off of that, right? So you see how different that tunica, let's see if I can get them both in kind of the same shot here, right? Yeah. The tunica media, how much thinner it is on the vein versus the artery, right? And that's why you have that massive kind of structural difference going on between them, right? It really is that tunica media really kind of lending itself to that overall kind of difference in thickness going on between the two. So besides that, any questions? Okay, it's your last